Hey guys, it's Chris here. We're going to be doing a quick training on how to use the base program for your browsers and just get a little bit better understanding about how we're going to better control our data and how to manage our time a little bit better. All right. So first things first. This is Base. This is the app that we use not just on the doors, but as our customer relationship management tool, our CRM. So if you ever hear us say update your CRM or update your Base, this is the portal that we're going to be using to go for it. So you will have your own links. Make sure you do save them as a bookmark or as on your iPad or on your phone or on your tablets. As an icon, it works as well, so that way it just pops directly over to this page. So this is your home screen. Right here, this is our testing portal, so there's nothing in here. We're going to be creating everything from scratch. Right here, we're looking at our total pipeline worth. It's in dollar amount, but we're actually going to have this in kilowatts. So if you see a 6.9, it's a 6.9 kilowatt system. If it's a 12.8, it's a 12.8 kilowatt system. If it's a 4.0, it's a 4 kilowatt system. So those are what we're going to need to be looking at. Those are what we need to make sure that we're building as our team starts to grow. Managers will be able to see your entire teams, and everybody else will be able to see their total production. As far as everything else on this homepage, it'll talk about the last 30 days, how many deals you've won, how many you've lost, and how many are unqualified. Over here, you're going to have any appointments that you have coming up throughout the week, including things like Easter. You can add your own calendar when you have your own portal, and you can add your emails directly to it as well. Okay. So going forward, we're going to be looking at, again, a couple of different things. Up here in the top right-hand corner, this is your settings menu. If we go there, we'll see you guys will have your profile pictures that are going to be set up right there. Your email address is going to be the Solar Panel Pro, and then your full name is going to be right there as well. The currency format, and just leave it alone. If we go down a little bit more and we go over to the email, we have the integrations for the email, for the Gmails. Right here is your signature. Make sure you ask your manager to get you the hyperlink so that you can put it in the picture portion right here, so that you have your, if you see it right here, you will have your photo of Olympus Solar right there on the bottom with your email address as well as the company website, the office phone. There's room here on the testing page for your name. You can put your cell phone number every time you open up an email. We'll show you how to do that here shortly. Okay. As far as calendars go, again, you can connect your calendars. You're going to have multiple calendars here. You can put your own. You can put the default calendars. You have access to all calendars that you're going to need right here on the actual portal itself. Integrations don't need to worry about leads, contacts, prospects. None of the stuff you guys really need to worry about for right now. We need to go just main functions. We need to have access to our calendars. We need to have access to our emails. So let's go back to our home page. It's going to be all the way to the left here, and we can click on the dashboard. There are video tutorials on how to do this through Base itself, but how we're going to use it, this is going to be the best course to do it. If you need to get in touch with all your leads, you'll have access right here. You can see all of your leads and you can filter them out. Right now, there are none. And if we go to contacts, again, there are none right now. You can add contacts, you can add your managers, you can add your team, you can add your teammates, you can add other offices if you need to, you can add your customers, you can add referrals. Everything can be tracked directly through the system. And up here on deals, you have everything here as well. And it's going to go incoming, qualified, quote, closure, and closed. Under closed, we had one unqualified and lost. These are going to become more important here in a few minutes, and you'll understand why they are this way. If we look at the sales pipeline, we have a table view. So there's two different ways to view it. This is going to be the easiest way for you guys to take a look at it. Okay. Over here under the calendar, you're going to have your actual calendar. And here under tasks, you will have any tasks that are assigned to you. And then you have your emails. And you can get notifications as well as call from the app, and we'll show those here later, okay? All right, so if we go back to the very beginning, we're going to be in the leads portion. Right now, we're going to create a lead directly from the app, and how we're going to do that is we're going to click on the add button up here on the top, click on lead, and we're going to name it. So this is going to be Joe Test. and we'll put a phone number for them, email address. We don't need to worry about company name, title, industry, source, none of that. Address. And the owner is going to be you. Under status, this is what is the status of the actual door knock or the lead. If it was a call-in, if it's a referral, appointment set, not home, go back, call back. DNQ does not qualify, such as renters, has solar or not interested. This one we'll just put as an appointment set. And we'll actually set the appointment down here on the bottom. So let's say we have usage on this customer. We're going to click the received usage. We're going to grab appointment set, and we'll set it for tomorrow at noon. It is so very crucial that you set the appointment here when you set appointments so it's filterable. Click save, and right here in the leads, it'll automatically update. When you have an appointment set, when you have a proposal that you need to make, when anything like that happens, you're going to convert the lead. If this is a go back, if this is a callback, if this is just something that you knocked on a door or that you talked to somebody and nothing further has happened, there's no future meeting set, nothing like that, you do not convert this lead. A lead converted to a deal is for proposals to make an actual proposal for them. So in this case, we set an appointment. We're going to convert the lead. Make sure all this is correct. And you click convert. Joe Test has been converted to contact. The deal Joe Test has been created and added to the sales pipeline. A couple things are going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and view the deal. A couple things are going to happen. Number one, it's going to start sending emails out to the projects team to create proposals for it. Number two, it's going to become in the deals pipeline. And number three, it's going to send you appointment reminders, create proposal, these little tasks that are right down here. You're going to email them their appointment reminder. And the way that you're going to do that is directly through here. Click on send an email. You're going to email templates, insert template, and appointment confirmation. Your meeting with Chris at 12 p.m. Tuesday at 12 p.m. We're going to look forward to meeting with you. Here they're going to have some links. They're going to have a link to our website. They're going to have a link to some of our videos with the news stations and commercials and things like that. So it helps you with a little bit more legitimacy so that they know that you are working with a real company. It's a great way to send them information without sending information, so you have an opportunity to sit back down with them. Once that's done, send the email. And now that email's been logged. Every time you email a customer, every time you text them, every time you call them, you do it directly through the app. And we'll show you how to do that on a different video, but you do it so that we can keep contact. We can keep tabs, and it helps you guys in future as well about future contact. So if anybody ever says that you didn't reach out to them, we can see right here that you sent on 4:15 at 10:27 a.m. You sent the meeting reminder titled "Your Meeting with Chris at 12 p.m." And that's that portion of it right there. Client space is something that's a little bit different. This is going to be when a deal's created, something that you guys don't create. Project team will create that themselves. So when you see client space, just leave it alone unless you've actually sold the deal. And it's a way that you can contact your customers. It's a way that customers are contacted by the office, by the projects team, and by management. It's where they'll have access to all their files. So they have their own repository. So they can reach out and grab their stuff whenever they want to. Just a little bit something that we've created that's going to make it a little bit easier for customers. As far as different stages, this is the next part of the training. We're going to grab right up here, go to the deals. You're going to see different portions here. You have your incoming, qualified, quote, closure, and closed. You got one, unqualified, and lost. So right now we have Joe Test that's right here. you can filter many different ways, and one way that we're going to do that right now is we're going to add a field. Let's just go ahead and go right here. We'll do it this way. We got appointment outcome, we have appointment set. We really don't need appointment outcome right now, but you guys can create your own on what you're going to do. The appointment set, I will put right there, and we'll change our view. And we're going to filter. The way that we're going to filter this is new to old. You can go today, yesterday, last week, this week, next month, last month. You can figure all that stuff. You can filter ones that just have a value, so ones that do have an appointment set versus ones that don't. And then when you want to clear it, you'll click on clear filter, or you can just remove that field completely and always put it back later. When we go back over to this part of the pipeline, the date now shows here. This is why it's important to set it when you initially set that appointment, that you set it on the main screen. If you didn't do it, I'm going to show you how to edit that here in a minute. But if you don't do it, what's going to happen is this isn't going to pop up right here. The date for your appointment isn't going to pop up. The project team isn't going to see a date, and they're not going to create the proposal because they didn't know it needs to happen. So make sure that you're updating that. Okay. As far as calendar invites and things like that, you do that through the emails, and we're going to go back and show you how to edit these leads. So everybody, come along with me to Joe Test. If we need to edit the actual appointment set, you'll see it right here. You click on edit. And down at the bottom, you have your time and date. If this is blank, add it right there. To have it added to your calendar, click on upcoming appointments. Title it. Location will be the customer address. You can invite the customer. And you can put description down there. Remember, they do see this if you send an invite, so make sure you're putting, good information. Just meeting with Olympus Solar. I can't wait to sit down with you and discuss, the qualifications of solar and if your home qualifies or the benefits or something like that, or just leave it blank. Completely up to you. So time and date. Always set an hour. Save it. Now that appointment's saved, it's going to show up on your calendar, and it's going to show up for the appointments team. If you click on your calendar, you now see Joe Test. So let's go ahead and go back to our deals. Go back to Joe. Anytime you need to update any information, you do it through the edit section. You estimate close dates, which could be in the future. If you have a go back to go sign paperwork or something like that, you can set that type of stuff. Appointment outcome is very important. What happened when you went to the appointment? These are all things that you're going to be able to do from your app, but it's also important to know how to do it from here. So now everybody's pretty much familiar on how to do that. We need to know how to edit this stuff as well. Okay, so you edit it here, but let's say the customer changes their phone number or their address or something like that, or they move, and then now you got them where you put the wrong address down. You're going to want to click on the associated contact. You can also get through it through the contacts here. It's just a shortcut. This is where you can edit their phone number, their email address, billing address, shipping addresses. Everything is here. All right. So that's how you get to there. Now, let's talk a little bit about these sections and what's going to happen next. What happens in the incoming section is this is where the proposals team, the projects team, is going to create the actual proposal for the customer. You do not move this section. If you have no appointment times, let's say you accidentally created a deal, you can close it, you can delete it, you can do whatever you need to. If you need a proposal created, you do not touch this. The projects team is going to go ahead and they're going to update their notes for you on your portal, and they're going to tag you and let you know that the proposal's been created. When that happens, you can just log right back in. You'll have access to see it there as well as in your dividend center so that you can show the proposal to the customer. The customer will no longer be here in the incoming section. They're going to be here in qualified. A couple ways you can move this stuff. When you click on that, you can move stage, Qualified means they have a proposal. Doesn't mean, just means that they qualified for solar. Doesn't mean they actually qualify as far as credit goes. Just means they qualify for the proposal. Once it's here, you have to update your appointments. You have to update what happens at these things. So let's say that the appointment ran and you closed it. Fantastic, congratulations. You edited that. The appointment outcome came through. And now you can move it over to the one section. It clears it up for your managers, for yourself. We know what happened, and you can now visit it here. Anytime you need to go back to that customer, they're right here under one. Let's say, I'm sorry, I almost forgot this part of it. A new reminder came up, which was, you'll see the training team has to submit paperwork, which you will submit it to your manager. You have to send a thank you email as well. So we're going to go ahead and send a thank you email to this customer, which is the welcome email. And it's just something that says, personally want to remind you, or personally want to thank you, and it reminds them of a couple things that you guys talked about. You can put specific notes in there for them, and then sign your signature, and send. Once you do these tasks, you check mark them. Don't check mark project teams. And then again, right here. So if we don't see that you're doing this stuff, it gives us an opportunity to remind you, hey, that deal you closed yesterday, send them out there, welcome to Olympus family email, so that they're able to, have your contact information. It's a personal thank you. It's a great way to build rapport, to keep rapport with your customer. Okay. Now, say for some reason this one didn't close. All right. You would again put the outcome. You ran. Okay, ran the appointment, and I'm going to move it stages. So right now, it would have been in the qualified section. And let's say it didn't close, but it's not lost. Sorry about that. You can move the stage to quoted. Come back in and put notes. And just put whatever would be helpful. And whatever their need was. Something like that. You save it, everybody gets to see what happened here, including your manager. They can go back and see what's going on. Anytime something happens, set notes. Notes, 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 notes. They're so very important. So here's your note with the customer. They love the type of panels we use. Wife was not at the appointment. Set time schedule with both. Biggest concern was the roof. And the need is save money during the summer. Okay, gives you some stuff. Obviously, you'll have more specific notes for real homes, but it's just an example for you guys for right now. So since it's in the quoted section, we're good to go. Let's say they didn't pass credit. Okay, well, I'm going to need to move it so that way I remember to go back and finish this later. You can move it to the closer section. If you're just doing everything right then and there, you can put it directly through the unqualified. They didn't qualify. What was the reason? DNQ credit. Was the income not high enough? Were they not the homeowner? Was they not eligible for tax credit, or was it just other? Okay, let's say we lost it somehow. Okay, what was the reason we lost it? Was there no need? Did one of our competitors sell them? Was there poor follow-up? Were we too expensive? Was there a product gap? Was there a timing gap? Was it just timing in general? Was there another reason? You pick it, and we'll just put poor follow-up, move forward, and now it's in your closer section under lost. Be honest on these. If we lost it to competition, if we lost it just because it wasn't good follow-up, put it on there. It's not just for your managers, this is for you. If you're losing deals because you're not following up enough, this is what's going to help you the best. This is what's going to help you the most, is going through the process and making sure that you're looking at your deals. If I have 20 deals in the loss section and they're all for poor follow-up, I might want to go over to my quoted section, go through all of my deals, and start emailing out my customers that I sat down with that I never went back to, that haven't followed back up with me yet. These are what you're going to want to do. This is what this CRM is designed for. And that kind of explains how to use the entire program itself, at least from the desktop. You're going to see some stuff on the on how to use it on the phone from the field, on how to use the maps, how to create appointments from there, how to contact your customers from there, and look forward to showing you guys more exciting things and continue to develop this and continue to develop with you guys. Have a great day and happy selling.